This Deadlock Mirage Build guide is all about how to make Mirage one of the faster farming characters for jungling, getting as much souls as quick as possible, turning you into a massive backliner that debuffs the enemy and nukes the hell out of their entire team in team fights while having massive map mobility. I'm going to go over the build, the items that you'll need, how the character works and synergizes with these items, and then I'm going to show you a full game with live commentary, not cherry-picked. Let's get into it. Alright, let's start out with the build, and to find this yourself on your own game client without using this video, simply click the build browser button here, go to public, type in the word swole, and you'll see Swole Benji YT fastest farm jungler backliner nuker. You can then save or toggle that as a favorite build. It will put it into your builds. And the way this works is this build is set for as a queue build. So what you do, you can queue the build up, and you can have it auto buy the items whenever you get to a shop when you can afford it in your game. There is no variation to this build. There is no, oh, I'm fighting this character, I need to buy this instead kind of crap. This build is meant for new players. It is meant to be a debuffer and a team fight nuker late game while giving you the fastest possible way to farm souls so that you can snowball ahead in your solo queue matches and just dumpster the enemy team, or even fight one-on-one as long as you have a souls lead on the enemy. So now I'm going to talk about the items and why we're buying them in this specific order, and why we're doing it and how we're doing it. So as you lane, you're mostly going to focus early game on farming. That's all you're pretty much doing. Try to get those kill steals, try to secure your own kills, and you're saving up. It's a hard save. It's 1600, but Cold Front, you're going to buy this first, because by the time, and around the time that you get 1600 is when the jungle camp spawn, which will be about 1 minute and 30 seconds into a match. And you're going to be farming these low-level Tier 1 jungle creeps. And so the way that you're going to do that is as follows. You're going to be having at least one upgrade into your fire scarabs. And so what you're going to do is you're going to walk into the room, cast your cold front, and then you're going to hit each of these guys with one scarab, and then you're going to pop your Djinn's mark. So it's going to look something like this. You pop your Nova, you shoot, and then pop your Djinn's mark, and they will die. Because they will die from the damage over time from the Fire Scarab. And that's going to clear this jungle camp as fast as possible so that you can get back to laning and fighting. But also, this Cold Front also acts as a very early deterrent. If the enemy dives you, you can Cold Front them. If you want, you can dive them with Tornado and Cold Front for just immense early pressure and damage. If there is a lot of pressure, you know, at your tower, or you want to mob clear faster at their tower, you also have Cold Front to deal tremendous AoE damage to everything that you touch. And so it's just a really powerful and useful early game tool. Now, if you're in the green lane on Archmother's side, or the yellow lane as Hidden King side, you have the chapel jungle, or like the church, or whatever this is called. I'm not sure what people are calling it. But this does have a medium mob, and you can still do this. It's just you're going to have to take a lot more auto attacks, and a lot more extra shots onto the beefier mob there. But you will be able to clear it very, very quickly. Most of your next buys are just helping the lane phase. You have Extra Spirit for more damage. You have Enchanter's Emblem for resistance to their attacks and more damage. And then you have Alchemical Fire. This is another hard save. And now the reason why you get Alchemical Fire this early is because this allows you either to insta-clear the small camps by throwing Alchemical Fire and hitting your Cold Front. You will auto-kill the small mobs, so you don't even have to stick around. You just throw it down, hit the Nova, and then leave, and the fire will pop them all. Now, medium mobs will not be killed this way, alright? Medium mobs, you're going to have to shoot them a little bit more, and I'll show you that. Now, due to the game's changes, you're not going to have Alchemical Fire by the time the medium camp spawn, unless you're just absolutely killing the enemy team and farming the hell out of them, okay? But if you are, it snowballs you even more. So for medium camps, you're going to be engaging them about the same way, and your Scarab should be about maxed out by now, with at least one extra level here into your Djinn's mark. But essentially, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to Alchemical Fire, Nova, Scarab each one while shooting, and then you're going to get those stacks up. just like that, and then pop them. And that is the quickest way that you're going to jungle this early, and then you're just going to go back to your lanes. You'll also have your ultimate by now, so you can also teleport to other lanes. You can also teleport across the map and farm their medium jungles without having to use your zipline speed boost. You won't have to use that at all, but you can just go from medium camp to medium camp. As long as you have alchemical fire and cold front, you will be able to clear these camps very, very quickly. And you can see that I didn't have my Scarab for this one, but there we go. And then we pop them, and yeah, see, they just die insanely super duper quick. And again, I'm actually doing this as a level 1 character. You're going to be a little bit higher level than me and dealing a little bit more damage, but still. And the rest of these early buys, extended mags, sprint boots, and enduring speed, these are just going to help your lane phase more, because you're still going to be laning most likely. You probably won't have one in your lane unless you have a really good partner and the enemy team sucks, okay? But these are also to give you more map mobility to run around and jungle even faster. And extended mag is just really, really good for pushing your lane. If you want to push your lane, you don't really have much to push your lane with as Mirage, but extended mag is going to help with that. Then you're going to very, very hard save for Ricochet. By the time you get Ricochet, you're going to have your Djinn's mark nearly maxed out, okay? But Ricochet is your next big buy. It's your big hard save. This is going to be able to push all lanes. You're going to be able to control the map. If one lane gets a huge ton of mobs, Mirage has no kit to deal with a huge pack of mobs. You're going to have alchemical fire, you're going to have cold front, and you're going to have Ricochet hitting all of the mobs, being able to farm and clear them insanely fast so that you can keep all of your lanes pushing as Mirage. You're going to have the mobility for it, you're going to have the move speed, you have your global map-wide teleport, you have a lot of stuff going on for you that's going to give you a map-wide presence, okay? But also, Ricochet is going to ricochet all of our on-hit effects onto the enemy. Even if your aim sucks, shoot a minion, and then it will ricochet onto the enemy heroes that are nearby. And this is really good for team fights, because it's going to apply Djinn's mark to everything that the ricochet hits. It's also going to apply all of our other items that we're going to be buying, okay? So Ricochet, this is going to increase your farm, and it's your whole kit revolves around Ricochet, okay? Next up is Titanic Magazine, and the reason we get this is because in a team fight, without this, even if you are religiously farming crates, jungles, and getting all of those ammo upgrades, again, from the crates, you still won't have enough ammo to fully stack Djinn's mark while constantly shooting. So if you don't know how Djinn's mark works, I'm going to show off how that works later in the video. But essentially, you're going to need enough ammo to just be able to hold left click and fully stack Djinn's mark until it pops. That's what we're going for here. And it's really, really useful to have this amount of ammo to clear the large jungle camps. Large jungle camps are these guys over here, the big mobs. And once you have Ricochet, these guys are still a little bit tough to clear, but you will be able to clear them once you get a few more items, alright? Next up, we have our team fight, just bully items. We have Toxic Bullets. This is going to deal massive damage over time in extended team fights. Then you have Mystic Vulnerability into Escalating Exposure, which is going to benefit team fights even more, meaning that the whole enemy team is going to take way more spirit damage. Next up is Mystic Reverb. You're going to put this on Djinn's mark, and by doing so, it's going to explode, slow the enemy, and deal tons of damage, okay? Then you're going to get Improved Spirit and Boundless Spirit, alright? And what this is going to do is just increase the overall damage of Djinn's mark, and then you're going to get Spirit Burn, alright? Spirit Burn it increases your damage more than almost anything else in our kit. This thing also reduces the amount of healing, combined with Toxic Bullets means they're not going to heal at all. And yeah, so you have now shut down healing in the team fights completely. This causes an AoE burning explosion. This thing deals tremendous damage. It is a must-buy. Next up is Siphon Bullets. Now, you may think that this isn't that great, but we are a backliner. We sit at the very back of the team fight. We are the last character, like if our team dies, we're the sole survivor. And what this is going to do is this is going to build up a massive pool of HP, especially on longer games. You're going to have 4,000, 5,000, and if the game lasts more than an hour, which hopefully it doesn't, you'll have over 6,000 HP from this thing, from all the assists and kills that you will be getting, alright? So yeah, you're going to be hitting every enemy, and if an enemy dies, you get permanent HP. But besides stealing HP is interesting because when you steal the opponent's HP, it lowers their maximum percent HP, but also you're basically doing that much damage per proc. So while this says it steals 38 HP per bullet, that's 38 damage per bullet, and it's being ricocheted throughout all of the enemies. Now, it can only proc on one enemy hero at a time, but if you just sit here and fire from the back line and your bullets are bouncing all over the place, you are constantly stealing HP. It's about 1.5 to 2 seconds is how often it can proc, and it builds up so damn much. It is insanely good. Next up, you're going to sell, and I have this set up where if you have Q build enabled and you have auto buy, it will auto sell the items you need. So the first thing that you're going to be selling is your Enchanter's Emblem. This thing doesn't really do much late game, so you're going to sell that, and you're going to get Tank Buster. There we go. Tank Buster is just a more damage item. It is really good on the enemy tanks, but it's like 500 extra damage on your Djinn's Mark pop. It is at level 4 Djinn's pop, so if you don't even fully stack it, it's like 500 bonus damage. It's even more if you fully stack it, okay? Tank Buster is what is going to get you more kills. It gives you more health, but who cares? It's more damage. It's absolutely necessary. Finally, late game, your Cold Front, which we never upgraded, by the way, and your Alchemical Fire, kind of, like, you're not jungling anymore. You're so strong with this kit, you don't need them to jungle. And you're going to be primarily just farming lanes anyway, because all the lane mobs will be upgraded, and they're all stacked up, and the lanes are back and forth. But they're also not that useful in teamfights anymore either, okay? So, let's hit max level real quick. So what you're going to do is you're going to sell Cold Front and buy Slowing Bullets. And then you're going to sell your Alchemical Fire and buy Mystic Slow. And you can't upgrade Mystic Slow to Lightning Scroll. It is not allowed on Mirage because his ultimate does not deal damage, unfortunately. I wish you could buy it anyway and just not use that part of the item, but maybe they'll fix that in a future patch. But regardless, these two items, now being ricocheted all over the freaking place, combined with Mystic Reverb and your Spirit Burn, it's going to slow the enemy to a crawl where they can't get away. Once you start blasting from the back lines, they're locked in. They're not getting away. They're not escaping. They're not repositioning. They're not doing anything. They are going to be so slow. You're basically holding them down where they can't scatter, they can't get away, and by the time, you know, that they might have moved a little bit, well, your Djinn's Mark is going to pop them for over 7,000 damage, and they're dead. Like, they are just full dead. They can't heal, they can't move, they can't escape. You're dealing tons of damage, and if for some reason they flank you and you're not aware, or they get into the backline and start attacking you instead, you're hyper tanky with tons of HP. You have a tornado move that disengages and gives you evasion. You have a map-wide teleport. If you want to split push, you have a map-wide teleport that can zoom you across the map, and you'll be tanky enough to survive almost every single hero enemy that fights you. And remember, you're going to be out farming everyone the whole game. You're going to have more souls than them. You're going to have an advantage over them. So if you farm, you know, 10k souls ahead of someone else, and they 1v1 you, you just murder them straight up because you have an item advantage. Alright, it doesn't matter that Mirage is a low tier character that all the pro gamers hate, and put them at the, you know, Mirage at the bottom of the tier lists. Doesn't matter. You're going to be so well fed and so far ahead due to your jungling, and due to your proper itemization that will snowball you into in-game, that they don't have a way to beat you early. Now, late game, when everyone's full farmed, if everyone is full build, Mirage works amazing as a defensive character. You can push a lane, and then whenever the enemies get to your gates, you teleport home and you defend. You sit in the back lane, you pop the enemy minions, the ricochets bounce all over the place, hitting everybody, debuffing everybody, and eventually, with Djinn's Mark, blowing everyone apart. And what happens is, most likely, the enemy's going to start getting a little bit low to mid health, and they're going to run away with like half HP, they're going to start running away, and then your Djinn's Mark pops, and they're dead. And if they're not dead, well, you can tell, like, Djinn's Mark gives you sight of the enemy, and so you can just teleport to them and finish them off if you want, and they can't run from you. You have multiple slows, you have multiple, like, you can even chase with Tornado, right? And if you haven't sold Cold Front yet, that's yet another way to slow them down. Alchemical Fire, you can, you know, throw it all the way from downtown, and you can hit them with it, and it's just good. This character is amazing for team fights. It's amazing for clearing lanes solo. You're gonna love this build. Now, let's talk about the character itself. Oh, and if you're, like, maximum fed, you can just buy Juggernaut to upgrade your boots. It just gives you more slow resist, which isn't gonna really matter, but hey, it's something to buy, and it's something to flex on. Alright, here's how Mirage works. His weapon is called the Promise is Kept. It is a pistol with very high bullet velocity. It shoots one bullet at a time, and it doesn't shoot very quickly, but it has nice medium range, and a lot of pro Mirage players with a high elo, they always play and build it specifically for headshots. They are a headshot Mirage, and while your skills do lower bullet resist, give you some tankiness, where they like double tornado, so they're double tanky, and then Traveler gives you some fire rate. It's a really hard build to pull off for casual players or even new players, and I don't like building around his weapon. His weapon is not that great compared to other heroes, but luckily for us, the way this build works is we don't want to do a lot of weapon damage because we want to keep the mobs alive so that our ricochet will proc as often as possible, stacking all of those debuffs and stacking Djinn's Mark. We are a Djinn's Mark build because when this thing is fully stacked, and I'll go ahead and just show you the damage now. We're going to go ahead and show you what happens when this thing pops, right? And you'll see that every about 1.5 to 2 seconds, I can stack it up. Once it's at 8 and I shoot one more time, look at how much damage this is going to do, all right? This is the total damage that the dummy has taken, right? And, yeah, over 3,000 damage. And this is AoE damage kind of, sort of, because whenever we shoot, it Djinn's Marks everything, okay? And we can also pop Djinn's Mark early if we want to creep farm a little bit faster. But we do not want to do a lot of weapon damage because if we did, the creep wave would immediately die, and we wouldn't be able to spread our curses and our debuffs around, okay? Our damage, again, is from Djinn's Mark. But other than that, once you have the proper items, you can just fully unload into an enemy, and you will be able to fully stack that Djinn's Mark before you run out of ammo, though it is a little bit close, and you're going to have more ammo in the actual game by jungling. Like, I'm at 31 base, but by breaking crates, you will eventually get crates that give you maximum increased ammo. Like, this is 3% max ammo, we'll grab that. Now, that's only a 3%, they can go up to 7. So you would have to, again, just break more crates, and around the time that you start team fighting, you're going to have about 40 bullets instead, and so it's going to be just easier to play. But, yeah, that is Mirage's weapon. Alright, next up is Fire Scarabs. Alright, and this thing is mostly used early game for jungling because what it does is it will deal damage over time. It also steals maximum HP, so while you're jungling, this gives you a health buffer to absorb some damage if you don't feel like lining a sighting around a corner to min-max your HP loss, which with your map mobility, you don't really need to. But other than that, when you're in lane, it's a great lane harass. You can just throw it out. And so it just shoots a Scarab like that, and you'll notice there is bullet drop on the Scarabs, but I like to just kind of fan them out towards the enemy, and when I hit the enemy, it's going to give them that damage over time. It's going to also steal HP from them, so it's like if I'm trading with an enemy and I hit them with this, the HP that I stole from them will be, I'll absorb some of that in the shot before it wears off, and then I'll get my base HP back, right? So there, I'm at 3145 HP, I land that, now I'm at 3208. You can see the damage over time. I can also put on a secondary enemy if we're laning, and that's just going to give me even more HP. Now, if you put more Scarabs on the same target, it doesn't steal more HP, it just increases the duration, kind of, sort of. But you do want to dump your Scarabs. Like, I usually do it in, like, a fan attack. Like, I just kind of fan it over where the hero or the enemy is generally kind of moving around, and that lets me land it. But for jungling, you just apply it to each mob one time, and then you finish them off. And again, it just speeds up your jungle early game. That's why we max it first. And if you follow the build is going to show you exactly what to level first. So we go Scarab into Djinn's Mark into Tornado into Ultimate, max out Scarab first, max out Djinn's Mark, max out Tornado, and then the Ultimate is last. The Ultimate is really one of the weaker parts of Mirage's kit. Even if you build around his Ultimate, it's it's very low use compared to other heroes. It's just not all that great. But Fire Scarabs also lowers enemy bullet resistance, so it helps your lane mate attack. It helps you with harass. It also speeds up jungling because you're lowering the enemy's resistance. So it's just good all around, but it's not anything that you should really itemize around. If you were to build extra charges or anything like that that helps Fire Scarabs, it doesn't really do much more. Like, yeah, the dot is on the enemy a slightly bit longer, but it's not game breaking. It's not going to be the difference between killing an enemy hero or not. And it's a mediocre subpar skill at best. Also note that there is no cast timer, so you can, while you're shooting and moving, you can cast your Scarabs out. And so it's just a button that you mash, like in a team fight, during lane, anytime it's off cooldown, anytime you're jungling. Just mash your Fire Scarab button and you'll be fine. Your next skill is Tornado. This does damage. It lifts the enemy slightly. It gives you bullet evasion, which is really nice, alright? If you Tornado into a Hazelt, you're basically taking 45% less damage, mathematically, kind of, sorta. Yes and no, but this thing, I mostly use this defensively. I don't use this to clear creeps. I don't use this to jungle. If the enemy team dives me, you do not take damage while you're in Tornado form. So if you are in that form, you can use it to dodge nukes, you can use it to dodge, you know, really big hitting attacks. And, yeah, but other than that, it's also good for engaging. If I want to engage the enemy, you can Tornado into them and then pop all of your items while they're floating, stack up some Djinn's marks, and most likely they're going to start running away. It's just really, really dirty in that terms. But Tornado is just, it's basically a dash. It's slightly further than a dash. Like if I were to stand on this little platform and do a forward dash, I end up about lined up with that square, but when I do it with Tornado, and you can see that it put me a decent amount past the square. Now, back when I played this in 2024, the Tornado range wasn't as good, so it looks like they buffed it a little bit. Also, sometimes you can kind of like, you can curve around a corner. It's hard to do. And you have to get the angle just right, but let's see if I can kind of do it. So it's a way to, like, cut corners and lose line of sight. You could also, if you're, like, up in the air for whatever reason, then you could kind of also use it to, like, navigate rooftops where otherwise you wouldn't be able to jump to. For instance, if you jump and then you dash, well, you can then Tornado and kind of make a ledge that you wouldn't normally be able to make, though. This could put this on cooldown, and I almost never use Tornado for those reasons. I save it for when I'm getting dove, if I get backdoored, if someone flanks me, because you're going to be in the backlines. You're going to be in the backlines. And what you can do is, during a team fight, you could flank and then Tornado into your backline to kind of help your team. But you're better off just with this build. You're better off in the backline just proccing your Djinn's mark and all of your debuffs. That's your job. You just sit there and you just proc everything, okay? And then they're going to take tons of AoE damage. They're going to be slowed. They can't heal. They're bleeding. They're burning, all that kind of stuff, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much Tornado. It's a pretty basic, simple to use skill. It's really useful early game and lane phase, but it's not going to help you jungle, and it can save your life, but sometimes the enemy just re-engages and then you're dead, and that's just how it is. Next up is Djinn's Mark. This is a passive, so anytime you shoot the enemy, it applies this little, I don't know, hieroglyphic eyeball thingy, and then whenever you see this target, that means you can reapply the next stack. If you shoot before that thing pops up, that little target reticule, then it will not apply Djinn's Mark. Now, the way Djinn's Mark works is it's just a damage multiplier, and so it goes 1, 2, 4, 8, and then 12, and when you hit 12, it pops. But you could also just push your 3 key, your Djinn's Mark spell key, and pop it early if you want or if you need to. Now, a few neat things about Djinn's Mark is it reveals enemies on your map, which I'm in a testing mode. I can't see a map right now. But if I were to shoot an enemy and they start running the hell away, like across the map, you can pop Djinn's Mark. This will give you vision, which will then let you use Traveler to teleport on top of them and continue the fight. So if someone has like 5 dashes and they're around a corner and they're whoopity-doopitying away and they're dashing and they're speeding and they're, you know, doing all of their movement skills to get away from you, you can just let Djinn's Mark sit on them, and then when it pops, which it will pop over time, like if I just shoot this guy and then this circle goes all the way down, it will still pop. So when it pops, I get vision of them. And when I get vision of them, I can then teleport to them and continue the fight. So that's a way to chase down enemies if you want. But generally with this playstyle, you're almost always better off just farming jungles and lanes because it's going to give you more money. It really depends on how juicy the target is and how wounded they are. You don't want to teleport on top of someone and they're under a tower and then they just turn around and kill you, right? But, you know, even when you teleport in, you could tornado in, hold them up, and then finish them off. It's really easy to finish targets with Mirage. But Djinn's Mark, very, very nice. All right. It also, when you get 2 or higher, all right, when you get 2 Djinn Mark or higher, it also applies a slow, which, let me show you on the running guy here, okay? So we got 1 shot there, and then another shot, and there we go. Now he's a little bit slow. And then when we pop it, he's a little bit slow again. And again, this also combines with our other items that's slow. And so if you're keeping constant pressure on a dude like this, they're gonna get so damn slow, right? And like, let's pop it there, and you can see just how slow the enemies will get, okay? And also, a lot of our slows, it slows down the range of their dashes and their stamina and all that fun stuff. So they're gonna be exhausted. They can't get away, all right? But yeah, it's it also increases the duration that the curse is on them. So early game, you can use this to kind of harass the lane opponent. You can tag them, go back to farming before, you know, it wears off, tag them in, again, go back to farming, and so on, right? So you want to tag, you want to farm, tag, and so on. And that's how you're going to be doing the lane phase with Djinn's Mark. But early on, while you're caught reloading without much levels in Djinn's Mark, their curse is going to wear off before you get to reapply it and get those maximum stacks. Also, at low levels, it does not stack up all the way to 12. You can only stack up to like 4, I believe. So there is that to be aware of, all right? But also, at max level, it lowers the cooldown between how long it takes to reapply the next stack. But that's pretty much it for Djinn's Mark. It's your main nuke, and in a team fight, you're going to be sitting in the back with Ricochet, applying Djinn's Mark to everything, and then everything will explode, dealing tons and tons of damage. They're all going to be slowed with negative 100% healing. It's so great. You're going to be stealing so much HP from Siphon Bullets, and yeah, you're going to love it. Djinn's Mark is what we built around. All right, so Traveler is your ultimate ability, and unfortunately I'm in the training mode, so there's not too much going on here. But you can teleport to enemies that you have vision of, like this. And you can teleport to allies, you can teleport to towers, and your main base. So what I like to do is heavy push a lane, teleport home, buy some items. Or push one lane, teleport to another lane, push that lane, then zipline home. You can also, oh, there's a team fight happening. I'm going to push a lane, and then I'm going to teleport to someone in my team fight. Now, if you teleport to an ally, you give them the buffs of move speed and fire rate. So preferably teleport to a bullet carry if you can. And other than that, there's really not a whole lot to do with Traveler. It's just map mobility. It has a very long cooldown. We don't build around cooldown reduction at all, so it's 2 minutes, okay? You might not hardly, like in casual matches, you probably will barely ever need to use this. It's just nice. It's going to make you more time efficient for farming and getting those souls to get that item advantage over other players. But, you know, if you're also early lane phase, if you ult your lane mate, then you can give them that move speed buff. Once you've leveled it up twice, though, which we don't do until later. But also, you can just gank other lanes. Like, if your teammates in another lane are about to push, or they're communicating, hey, you know, someone gank our lane, or whatever, or if one of them goes back and they're losing their lane, you can teleport to them, and now it's a 3-on-2, or whatever. And then you can, you know, wrap it up, get some kills, and get some souls that way. So the more you use it, the more comfortable you'll be using it. But also, at the same time, let's say I'm doing a lane or I'm doing a jungle, and I get jumped by an enemy that I know I can't beat. Instead of trying to, you know, dash away and slide and tornado away, as soon as I get jumped, tornado, and then just teleport home. And as long as the enemy doesn't stun or kill you before the teleport animation finishes, well, he just wasted his abilities like Genki. There's so many times where I'm fighting someone, and they start ulting, and I just teleport away. I'm like, oh, see ya. And, oh, they get so mad. Mirage is really good at making people mad in this game, and that's why I like Mirage. That's why I'm making this 2026 build video, so that I can teach you how to make people mad. Alright, now that you know what to build and how the character works, watch this live gameplay commentary, not cherry-picked, not voiced over. I'm just going to queue for a match right now. I'm just going to leave testing. I'm going to queue for a match, and we're going to do a live game, assuming that I actually, you know, get Mirage here. But yeah, let's go. Let's get started. Alright, so we are Hidden King side. Let's see who my lane partner is. I am partnered with a new character. This is a Necromancer chick. I forget her name right now. I don't know how to look at the name. I think it's... whatever, it doesn't matter. Can we get a... Oh, boy. Anyway, it looks like they paused the game for some reason. I'm just going to unpause it because I'm a jerk. Anyway... so we're going to put a point into Scarab. There we go. And we're laning against Hayes and Billy, which Billy is hard to kill, okay? But yeah, here we are. We're going to get a little pot shots in because the creep wave hasn't spawned yet. And I have not had a warm-up match. My aim is going to be way off. I'm not going to be performing very well at all. But let's see what Billy's doing. Billy's over here. Let's get some shots on him. Got some headshots there. I'm going to try to, you know, get some kill steals here. It's very important to focus on farming over anything else, right? And I saw an orb float above me from behind. Get those steals. Farming is the most important. Just play hyper defensively. Just play hyper defensive. Don't let them push to your tower, but also don't. You can push to their tower if you want, but it is what it is. I'm just going to play mostly passive. Focus on getting souls so that we can get cold front as fast as possible. And anytime you see that, like, the enemies shoot anything, steal those kills, man. Steal those kills. So I'm going to upgrade Scarab there. There we go. And Billy's jumping in on my lane partner. Not much I can do here. I can hit both of these guys. Try to... Yeah, so my teammates just kind of do that. And that's fine. Yeah, I'm not going to be the best partner. I make guides for solo, guildless, friendless players. And they're going to be pushing. That's okay. Try to get that. Try to, like, save your ammo and secure those kills. So there we go. Now I have Djinn's mark. I can start shooting them back a little bit, right? And they're shooting me. That's okay. Just let them shoot you. It's fine. The way the mobs work now is, you know, when you kill a certain mob, it's going to heal. I'm trying to tag them every once in a while to get Djinn's mark on them. There we go. So that's going to heal us. And we're very, very close now to getting cold front. So just a little bit more. There we go. We got it. So let's go get it. There we go. Again, it auto buys. I'm going to move my hotkey to my favorite one here. And once I get Tornado, which is in just a little bit, I'm going to... oh, yeah, let's just... Scarab her? Can I Scarab? Yeah, so we're just going to Nova. Dodge. I did not dodge that. I got punched. That's fine. I should have parried, but whatever. Now I have Tornado, so I could have just tornadoed into them, held them in place, and there it is. So next up is Extra Spirit at 800. And again, just try to, like, focus on kill stealing. That is your main important thing, right? Alright, so now at this point we have them pushed to their tower, so what we want to do is we want to tag them as much as possible with Djinn's mark. Just tag them both. Just tag both enemies like that. Just go back and forth. Just like that. Try to get those kill steals. And I am missing all of my kill steals here. And I'm reloading. Can't get that one. Maybe I can get that one. Got it. Cool. Alright, awesome. Now, you'll notice that my Scarab is up. Also, they're a little bit pushed. I need to start jungling here. So, it's 3 minutes. I have not been jungling, so... Oh, they cleared it. Or my lane partner cleared it. Someone cleared it. I don't know who. Also, I'm shooting my own candle minion. Again, I haven't warmed up yet. I have not warmed up. Missed that kill steal. Here comes Billy. Don't know what he's doing there. Here, let's tornado for her. There we go. She also rooted. And I did not use cold front. Again, I have not warmed up. It's okay. I don't show you, like, oh, the best possible, you know, match ever. I want to show you, like, a real match. I want to show you, you know, what you can expect to do when you follow this guide, okay? Now, what I can do is, because it's pushed to their tower, I can maybe steal their jungle, okay? We can go in here. And, okay, it's gone. They didn't get the crates, though, bro. Crates are important. You gotta get the damn crate, okay? I did not mean to cast Scarab there. I fat-fingered that, okay? Yeah. I am now getting attacked by the tower a little bit, so we're going to back up. Try to get those kill steals because they're shooting the minions. Nope, didn't get it. Billy's going in hard here. Here, let's get ready to parry. Yeah, he's going What's he meleeing? Alright, very aggressive Billy. We gotta keep that in mind. Again, just kind of read your opponent, see what they're doing. Got our next buy. I'm a little bit low on HP. Don't want to be low. But we're going to get some Spirit Resist here soon. I know both of them are physical based. But it's going to increase our, ability to jungle here. And I can jungle in just a few seconds, but I need to be getting these kill steals. The haze going in pretty hard. I don't want to jungle right when the mini wave is pushed, because they'll just run into that room and kill me. So we're going to have to wait on the jungle for a bit. And just let them attack the tower. It's fine. It's got plenty of HP. Stay behind cover. They're not really kill stealing us, so not too worried. Okay, Billy just dove here, and we're gonna parry, even though he's out. He dived and then he's out. That's fine, because we're pushing it. What is Haze doing? I could have tornadoed her there, but again, I'm kind of asleep at the moment. Again, no warm up. She's like over there. Looks like the Billy is shooting these minions very aggressively, trying to push the lane. Yeah, he's like all the way over there. Alright, so we can do this jungle now. We're just going to Nova into Scarab, Scarab, Scarab. Tap them all once, pop them with Djinn's Mark, and there we go. We're about to get our next buy, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to get that. There we go, we got it. I'm going to go back and get that immediately, because that's going to give us Spirit Resist and some bonus stats. There we go. And again, trying to get all the crates here. Gotta farm those crates when they're up. Very, very important to constantly be on crate duty. There we go. Looks like my teammate did a thing. I did not get that kill steal. Alright. We're pushing in a bit. There we go. I can look at the mini-map. It looks like green team is not doing so good. I could teleport to them, but their enemies are... I like to look at the enemy's max HP to see if I can gank the lane. Push this lane a little bit. Alright. See if I can get some Scarabs. Get that kill steal there. Only 12. Only worth 12. Ooh. Billy's low as hell. We can dive that. We can just dive that, and you're dead. See? Very, very simple. I don't have any more dashes. Slide away. Alright, cool. Poor aggressive Billy. Killed him in the end. I am missing that shot, so I'm shooting the wrong candlestick. Now we can push this lane. We won lane phase a little early, in my opinion. I'm just going to pop that now and then leave, because, yeah, there's the Haze ult. Here comes Billy. My teammate might be dead here. It's fine. Don't worry about it if your teammate dies. Yeah, it sucks that it happened. What are you doing? I'm in my tower, bro. Now, I'm a little low HP. And they're going in hard. They're like, yeah. I can tornado her here. And just do a little bit of damage. She's going to sleep me. If she sleeps me, I could die here. Okay, and then we could just leave that and teleport back. I say that as I'm probably... Is she really going to chase me this far? I'm going to just use zipline boost just in case so she doesn't knock me down. It's kind of weird that she pushed that far in, but it's fine. Now, we're hard saving for Alchemical Fire, which means if they start heavy pushing the tower, they won't. I can just Alchemical Fire into Cold Nova. That kills all the minion waves.
I am the Reaper's handmaiden.
Alright, so now we're back up here again. Try to knock him down, waste some time, missed. Knock her down, missed. That's fine. So their jungle's open right now, so let's go do that. Someone is meleeing. I don't know who's meleeing what, but we're gonna just Scarab these guys. Applying more marks. There we go. And we can just pop them. There we go. So, easy jungle, fast farm. Gotta keep farming. Now, I'm not as farmed as I would like to be. Also, there is an enemy pushing in from another lane. My teammates died a few times, so I'm not too reliant on them. I got Cold Front here, I got Scarabs, so we can, again, just kind of do this, pop them, and they're all dead. So very, very fast jungle. We're at 2,700. We got some minions to kill here. Okay, no we don't, because, again, I'm going to play hyper defensive here and just back the hell... What the hell is he doing? He's going to take a lot of damage there. That's fine. Again, if he dives me, like, and I'm not near a tower, well, I can just teleport away. I missed that kill steal. Alright, so right now the teams are even on terms of income. I'm at 6.8k, so I'm not even the top farm of the team yet. And again, that's going to change. Don't worry. So you can see here, there's a bunch of enemies that are tower. I can just Cold Nova them and help clear it a little bit faster if I want. I'm blind at the moment. I'm under a tower, though. I'm fine. Okay, so we can now buy Alchemical Fire. There we go. It's going to let us do medium camps. And, yeah, get the hell out from my tower, bro. What the hell are you doing? Right? I didn't have Cold Front. How farmed is this guy? He is at 8k, I'm at 7.6, so he does not have much of advantage. I could bully him out. I could bully him back, right? There we go. We're gonna finish up our Scarabs now, and let's just hit him with some beetles. There we go. Start attacking, harassing a little bit. Show him that we aren't that easy to bully anymore. But with Alchemical Fire, we can start working towards our 800 purchases. It's gonna give us a lot more early lane pressure. Early lane power, whatever. So there we go. We got the extended mag right as we reload. Give us a little bit more bullets. Some souls there. Burn is up. There we go. Now we start getting leveling up Djinn's mark. And I don't want to push too deep into there because, well, reasons. But I do want to secure jungles again. So now I can just alchemical into Nova and they're dead. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to stick around. You can hear them pop. Again, cool guys don't look at explosions, right? Also, we can go buy boots now, and because we won the lane, we can just, you know, do that now. We don't have to, like, run back. That's going to give us boots. Also, it looks like blue is having some trouble. Do I teleport to that? No, because my lane here, again, I have the solo lane now. I'm going to just farm it. And I have Tornado. I can escape. If I get jumped, it's fine. So we're just going to push the lane, be safe. Push the lane so I can do their jungle. And go ahead and melee that guy. There we go. Awesome. Alright, we have a Mina. Mina is at 10k. I'm at 9.3k, so she's a threat. I don't want to push Mina here. Yeah. Alright, let's grab some crates. The enemy jungle is not up. Mine, there is a medium camp I can go do now. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that while the lane pushes. And that's going to be up here. But I don't think Mina sees me right now. So I think we're good. And we're just going to Scarab, shoot Scarab. Try to get that second stack. And there we go. Jungle complete now. Yellow's being pushed. I don't have alchemical, but I can just heavy melee these guys. And that's fine. We do a light melee into a heavy. That should kill it. There's no one here to really shoot me. I wouldn't be meleeing if there was someone here to punish. Also, we can now get enduring speed, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Next up is Ricochet. Ricochet's going to take some time to get, but right now we're just we're coasting along. We're at 11 minutes. So I have, what, 1 kill? Again, I'm not getting that at 12 minutes, unfortunately. There's no one here to really steal these kills, but I'm just kind of doing them anyway. Small jungle is back. Does the enemy have their jungle? Probably not. Let's do a little drive-by. There we go. Looking at other lanes right now, nothing really much going on. It's a little peaceful. Push this lane. I could push their tower and teleport away when they jump me, but I don't really want to risk it. Again, I just want to save farm. Their jungle's still not up. Alright. But grab their crate. I don't know why they're not grabbing crates. Crates very important for building stats over time. Now, I can attempt to do... they have a jungle up here, but it looks like it's not available on the mini-map either. It's also very noisy to do. People can hear you doing the jungle up here. What's under attack? Green lane is... under attack. Under attack. Now, I can go back and do some other medium camps, because this lane is pushed, and again, we're just focusing on the farm right now. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and dump. Get that second stack. There we go. And very quick, easy jungle. And yes, I'm aware, like, green lane is now vulnerable. I should teleport to it, save it. Let's go ahead and do that.
For a change of environs.
There we go. Alright, so here we are. Try to get those steals. There we go. Worth 50 each. Absolutely. Worth the teleport, in my opinion. And this guy might dive me. That's fine. I'm just going to throw an alchemical fire and tornado him a bit and show him that, you know, I'm not that easy to kill. It's not going to be easy to fight me, right? And he's already running away. Look at his HP. It's down to half. Again, we can keep pelting him with that Djinn's mark. There we go. Alright, now Hayes is very quickly going to push yellow here, so I need to get back, and I'm going to use my zipline boost to do that before she can push and win that lane, because that's what she's going to do. She saw me in green, and she's like, oh, baby, I can take that. But I'm going to have alchemical fire in 1 second here. Looks like I don't need it. So, there we go. We defended green. We're saving yellow. We're farming. Once we get Ricochet, it's so much easier. We don't even have to, like, really try hard with our aim anymore. We just shoot the minions, and they will do all of the work. Alright, just one more minion there. Just punch them. There we go. And, we have their jungle we can go ahead and do. Looks like there's no one around to really stop us, so we're just gonna go ahead and just do the Scarabs. There we go. Alright, crates aren't back up yet for them. There is the mid slot machines also. In 20 seconds, mid buffs at 15. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I have a disconnect on my team too, so I don't think we're winning this. And that's fine. But we're gonna go ahead and climb up this, and in 5 seconds I'm gonna yoink whatever this is. I'm gonna stay out of line of sight in case there's someone trying to also grab it. And there we go, we got magic. It's fine. Let's see. So we can kind of do this camp right now without ricochet. Like, these ones are pretty tough, right? And they're going to drain my HP quite a bit. But all the lanes are pushed right now. It's completely fine. We're going to go ahead and just shoot and stack this up. We're at 4. We can pop that. There we go. So nice, easy 200. We got Mina pushing. I do have Alchemical Flask in 6 seconds. I should be able to defend yellow. Hopefully she doesn't hear me doing that. Okay, here we go. Grab crates. We got jungle also, but we're going to need Alchemical Flask to push Mina back. She might ult me here too. So, yeah, she does have ult, so we're going to just prepare for her. Try to get the kill steals. You can see she's going to, like, push in. All the minions are now dead instantly. That's why we got these items. And, yeah, she can't, like, the tower, she wanted to take that tower, but she can't because all the minions are gone. And now she's running away. We can start tagging her with Djinn's mark. Maybe. Yeah, is she full retreating here? She might be. That's fine. We don't need to chase her. Hey, we have Ricochet at 16 minutes. Very cool. So there we go. Now, yeah, they got the urn, whatever. They're gonna also push this lane now. They're all gonna push it, and they're just gonna dive. But I have Ricochet. I have Alchemical Flask. We're sitting strong right now. We're sitting very strong. Here's the push. And yeah, they're gonna take that many people. They're gonna take the tower. We're tornado away dash. We're under our tower. That's fine. We got Alchemical Flask in 18. We can hold this. Again, just shoot and let the Ricochet do its thing. It's spreading the contagion around. Alright, there we go. Again, all of these characters are infected. They're hitting us. That's fine. We're taking some damage. That's fine too. Alright, they're ulting in. We got you know, stuff to do here. Go ahead and tornado the cat. Try to get the cat. Throw out Scarabs. And again, we're holding this pretty good. Try to get that kill steal. There we go. And now we get Titanic Mag, so we can shoot even more. We're going to continue to, you know, use our Ricochet here. Kill the enemies as quick as possible. And again, we're down a whole teammate, so this is a 4-on-5. This is how it is. Alright, so I don't want to push too far. But also my teammate is kind of pushing the lane there. I'm going to, it looks like blue lane. I could teleport to that, but it's gone. Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered if I teleported anyway. But we can get Titanic Mag now, and I can go ahead and push that blue, or I can just jungle. It looks like the Wolf Lady Silver? No, she's backing. And, okay, yeah, that's why she's backing. That's fine. That's fine. Again, we are built for this. We got Ricochet now. Ricochet makes a huge diff. There we go. We threw an Alchemical Fire down. Got a few ticks on him. And I think we're pushing now. You can see, like, he started to retreat. I think he ziplined. Yeah, he ziplined away. Okay, we're just going to go green lane. We're just going to teleport to it. And go ahead and farm this now. There we go. And again, we get that shooting speed boost. The team fight isn't really too much of our concern. What is our concern is just farming up. We're getting toxic bullets next. We're going to push green a bunch. We got a Vindicta coming in here also. And that's fine. I'm just going to start jungling now. There we go. Because we're near a bunch of jungles. Let's get it. Go ahead and get this one. Throw it down. And now I can just shoot one mob. It's going to bounce between all of them. And then we just pop them. And they're pretty much dead. There we go. Grab it. This one. Get the crate. And we don't even need Alchemical Fire or Cold Front. We can just, again, just bounce it. There we go. And they're all dead. Ricochet makes things really, really easy. Let's see what's going on around the map. Yellow's getting pushed, so we are going to then... We got toxic bullets. We're going to back. I don't need to boost this. I can hold on to boost. Yellow is getting pushed by minion wave, and we're going to push that back. We're going to get toxic bullets. We're at 19 minutes. We have to disconnect. Is my team... It says the match can be abandoned without penalty. But whatever. You know. I can still win a 4-on-5 with this build. Alright, so teammate is actually going yellow, so I'm going to abandon going yellow and then go jungle instead. Well, again, farming crates. Very important to farm the damn crates. We're just gonna, again, dump everything we got here to kill this as quick as possible. Always try to keep... I did not mean to tornado. I fat fingered that. No, yellow's getting pushed, and my teammate got pushed back, so... Bad call on my part, but hey, we can sit here in the back, and as long as we're shooting minions, we're applying that debuff. Okay, look at all those minions. Let's get a reload. Let's get that kill steal. Missed it. Get that kill steal. He's going to start shooting me. That's fine. I can sit in the back and still stack everything. He's going to do some scary stuff. Whatever. All the minions are now dead, mostly. Well, besides that one, I guess. We have Mystic Vulnerability we could buy. It's not really worth buying right now. We're just going to keep tagging him with Djinn's mark. It's going to wear him down so much. I don't have to aim at him. I'm just hitting the minions. There we go. Just clear the minion wave. Very simple. We have a little bit more to clear. One more push. I'm in the jungle around the area. And he's probably chilling. Like, he's probably... He could also be jungling, stealing jungle or something. Or he could be team fighting. There's a Mina pushing green, which I can teleport to that if I want. Get the jungle again. We don't even need to use abilities on the small camps anymore. Oh, green is heavy push. We teleport to that. That's more money. There's a lot of mobs there, and yeah, they're all here. We're just gonna clear them real quick. There we go. Again, it's 4-on-5, so who else is gonna do it but me? There we go. Lots of money there. We got another push from green. Kinda sucks, but, you know, we're 21,000 souls behind. I'm at 26k souls. You can see that I am the souls leader well, except for, this guy. I forget the character names right now, but, yeah, he's beating me by 2k? And he's got a lot of, look, he's got 11 kills. I want to point out the soul diff. I have 1 kill. He has 11. And I'm holding, like, my amount of souls. Now, what we can do here is we can do the big jungle camp, but there is a jar on the way, so we gotta do this quick. And hope that someone isn't here to, like, guard this, either. We're gonna pop all of these guys, preferably. We gotta do a little bit of reload. Alright. And pop them. There we go. So, we got, it says there's a minion up here. Oh, yeah, there is. There we go. Okay. It's kind of funny. Yellow is getting its crap pushed in. We got Mystic Vulnerability here, or Escalating Exposure. That's the upgrade. Next up, we're working on Mystic Reverb. Very, very important. I just threw that instinctively. Didn't hit any minions with it. Oh, man. It is what it is. That's fine. Don't beat yourself up too much over things like this. Go ahead and just steal the life from these dudes real quick. There we go, pop them. Again, we gotta farm up. We're at 29k souls. Their soul leader is at 31k. Jump up here, grab these guys. Alright, looks like blue's getting pushed by a Mina. Vindictus fighting the haze. Blue is got some more opponents. We have to focus on our... Okay, let's not... He's going to dive us. He's going to freaking full-blown jump at us. He's going to ignore the creep wave and try to kill me. He is also the Souls leader. So he's got 14 kills. I don't want to be added to that pile of kills. Now, can I jungle this before he pushes this way? Or is he going to cut through mid and catch me jungling? That's always a risk you have to take. Alright. Go ahead and try to evenly shoot all of these guys. There we go. We got them. 3.5k souls. Yellow getting pushed in. We can go defend that. We won't have alchemical fire up, but we have, again, we have ricochet. All about the souls. Just blast into them. They'll die very quickly, giving us lots and lots of farm. Alright, cool. Yeah, we can fight the next wave. It looks like, Even though we're down a whole teammate, they're still winning team fights out there, and that's fine. We haven't quite come online yet to min-max our team fight potential, but we're getting there. And remember, I can teleport to that green lane to save it whenever they push in just a bit more while pushing this lane, because all the enemies are in blue lane right now, so I am free to jungle, I'm free to lane push. We just need like 200 more. We can go ahead and spin some items there. There we go. Plenty of souls. Okay, now they're starting to back, right? This is the part where I might have to teleport away. It's also risky to do their jungle up here. They could probably see and hear me, but we're going to do it anyway, because why not? Yeah, green lane is the only lane pushed right now. There we go. And we can just zip line home. We don't need to waste our teleport or use... We can actually farm this camp. Go ahead and continue leveling up here. Scarab. I have to do this fast because look who's in yellow lane right now. He's farming them. He might be coming, right? Let's get a little butt pucker in here. But we got it. Get the crates. Get the hell out before he sees us. Let's zipline boost so he can't shoot me off of it. All right, we got our next buy, Mystic Reverb. We're gonna put that on Djinn's mark. So get ready. It's gonna pop up and boom, there it is. There we go. All right, and then yeah. Got improved spirit. They're going to start pushing yellow now, and that's fine. We have our items up. It's going to be Mina and... I don't know, the Soul Leader. Looks like our team is doing Rejuvenator? Or popping Mina here. Start wailing into them, right? Try to hit the minions in the back so it bounces to them if they're like around the corner. See, look at that. We're going to get some bounces. There we go. We got him with the beetle hit. And we're gonna fight on the tower. Remember, we're a backliner. We are a backliner. So, oh yeah, he's definitely hitting pretty hard there. Again, just stay in the back line. That's a flank. Okay, they're breaking the tombstone. Okay, so that person retreated. And I'm blind, so I don't know when I'm shooting, but we're just gonna keep shooting. And that's fine. He's right there. We're gonna cold front him. He's under the tower. We're gonna steal, and he's gonna transform now. That's fine. We're gonna keep tagging him. Just keep tagging him. Just keep tagging him. Stack up everything you can. We got the bases protected. It's very hard. There we go. We got a kill. That's fine. Float in the air for me so I can stack up. I don't care if I'm silenced. I can pursue her if I want. Like she's crit. I'm sleeped by the damn haze. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna line of sight best we can. Shoot her back a little bit, get some life steal, and dump what we can. And I'm actually gonna teleport home because she's not gonna. Or I guess she did stop. Wasted teleport. That's fine. It's better safe than sorry. Alright, we have our next buy, Boundless Spirit, so now we deal even more damage. I want to push green. I actually want to push green. I don't have teleport right now for map presence. We have 98 more seconds on that. But next buy is our biggest damage buy yet, and that is the Burning Ring thing. Get the name right now. I'm very bad with names, but hey, it's fine. We push lanes so fast. There we go. Now we can buff our allies with our teleport. Alright, I'm at 40k souls. The enemy that was beating me is at 38k, and I only have 2 kills. Really tells you something, right? Again, we're at 41k souls at 28 minutes, so we are powerful. We can kill Billy, we can kill a cat, we can kill Goo Man. I know I'm not using their proper names, okay? Just you know, chill. Okay. We're gonna jungle. Scarab. Spread those bullets around, and they should all pop here. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. 750. Blue lane in trouble. Again, we are the first and main line of defense. I don't have zip boost. I really want to stop for these big jungles, but blue lane is going to constantly get pushed unless I stop it. And the creep wave is worth more, and not losing the tower's worth more now. It looks like we got the Necromancer chick. Graves, I think it's their name. Kind of saving the day here. Yellow is getting its shit pushed in, so let's go do a little teamy fight. All right, but we gotta get the jungle. Yeah. Alright.
Deadling blade.
There we go. Just start blasting, bros. Start blasting. Hit him with the souls. He's got a lot of Djinn stacks going on. That's fine. Melee me again. Please. I'm so tanky it doesn't matter. You got a Hazel popping off somewhere. Ooh, that's a lot of minions. A lot of minions. They're gonna just ignore the tower and go for me, maybe? No, they're not. Good. I'm getting shot by the haze. We're gonna just kind of leave. Again, tornado for that bullet evasion. I dashed into a wall. And I'm gonna pay for that. Alright. There we go. Again, just shoot the minions. It will bounce. The bounces will hit all of them. They're all getting infected right now. I don't have slows up yet, but I have a lot of damage going on. Gotta get that reload going. I can tank the pillow, it's fine. There we go. Just bounce them. Just keep bouncing. Alright, so this is bad. I'm out of position right now. Let's see if I can get back to base here. A little bit of just kind of reposition a bit. It's fine. Probably shouldn't have went back so hard. That's okay. Just bounce our curses. Clear the minion wave. Throw everything out that we can. Ooh, okay. And tornado away. It's fine. It's fine. They're all gonna start dying. Just keep bouncing. Alright. We got our next buy, by the way. Who's shooting at me? Mina? Just gotta land those hits. We're bouncing. Oh, we're bouncing. I don't think we're bouncing on anything here. Let's see. Alright, yeah, we're getting some bounces now. Get a reload going. Make sure no one's like flanking us. There we go. Goo Man's taking lots of damage. He's gonna have to back soon. Shooting my own freaking minions. He went in the box? What's he doing there, brother? Okay, he's dead. Got him. Pop these now. It's all about stacking the Djinns, Mark, and then popping them.
Got him roped up. I see Mina. For your pitiful life.
Alright, she's dead. Good. Okay, cool. Sorry for the lack of commentary in the middle of a big old battle. Again, remember, this is a 4-on-5.
Let's see who's still standing.
Okay, there's a Billy. Billy's doing something. We're getting Haze ulted. Just tornado out of that. Start, get back to the back line. They have bullet reflect right now active. That's fine. Alright. We just threw that out blindly. Remember, just work on your bounces. There we go. Got another kill. Again, was I even aiming at anything? He just exploded randomly, right? That's going to give us bullet siphon now. Awesome. And look at it. I'm at 5 kills, 0 deaths, 50k, 53k souls. I have a huge soul lead over everyone. I'm going to be priority 1, but I'm in the backline. We play from the backlines, okay? So, yeah. Next item is Mystic Burst. Alright, so Mystic Burst, we're getting rid of Enchanter's Emblem. There we go. And now we're going to work towards Tank Buster, which is 2400. Very, very soon. Let's see. Let's see. Your hero is Graves. Bro, they're losing a 4-on-5. Well, maybe not really losing. Alright, let's go in jungle. Get the Scarabs on. We do a lot of damage now. We do so much. At 8 stacks, we can just push our 3 key and kill them now. We can also get the crates. I'm at 100 more for Tank Buster, right? I think that's what we said. Ooh, yellow lane looking a little juiced. Let's go ahead and farm that, but we gotta be careful. If we get caught out, we are not a frontline fighter. Remember that. If we get caught out, it is literally over. So, paranoia is gonna work in our favor. Now we get Tank Buster, bro. So yeah, after Tank Buster is the slowing items, so we can go ahead and get slowing bullets immediately. We just gotta hope our team doesn't just get melted here while I'm not in the fight, alright? Get rid of Cold Front, there we go. And we're gonna get slowing bullets in 500, so I sold a little early, that's fine. Don't worry too much about it. You know what, no, let's just get rid of Alchemical Fire now. Go ahead, it's not really all that useful anymore. Alchemic Fire, get rid of you. There we go. And now we just need 500 more for Mystic Slow, which is the less useful of the slows. We got Green Lane pushing in pretty hard here. We're going to sit here at the top, and we're just going to bounce. Bounce them. There we go. And if I push 3 right now, they all pop and die. Yeah. We're just farming. Just a little bit more. There's actually a lot of souls on the ground. Go ahead and grab those real quick. And there we go. We got our last buy. And then, again, we have one more upgrade after that, but it's frivolous. Frivolous spending.
I don't know what that does.
Alright, cool. Blue lane needs our help.
Big lane, they earn.
Go. Blue lane. And again, we're just going to sit here. And we slow everything so much now. We have full build. Here they come. They're coming in. We do not want to get grabbed, pulled, you know, to the front lanes. We need to set in the back. We set in the back and we do this. It doesn't matter that they're slowing our attack speed. Our attack speed is... You know what? Slow my attack speed. I want you to, right? Bounce it off the minions. Bounce it on the heroes. And look at our HP. 3.2k right now. Bounce it off the minions. Bounce it off anything we can shoot at. There's the Haze ult. Steal some life from her real quick. Keep shooting. She's got Reflect up. It doesn't matter to us. We need to make sure that we are always in the backlines. Never, if there's not, you know, allies in front of you, back the hell up. I'm a little too far back though. Alright, so I just got to kill. Don't know how. Alright, Catman, let's go. You're too slow to run, bro. You're too slow to run. That's fine. He's gonna do everything he can here, and he's basically dead. So, there we go. Also, I cleared the creep wave while killing him, not intentionally, right? Again, just bounce it. Just bounce off the mobs here. Okay, they're all dead except Mina. Where's Mina? Mina is actually out here. Yeah, so you're not getting away. You're too slow. Okay. I need to reload here. Oh, I can't shoot one. Yeah, good one. And you're dead. I'm 8-0 now. So, my team will probably... This is what every pug game ever does. They go for mid. Oh, we wiped the team. Let's go mid. But look at the base. The base is literally swarmed with bad guys. And your team will ignore them. All the juicy farm that they could be getting. By the way, I'm at 64,000 farm. And everyone else on the enemy team is at like... There's one person at 50k. We're leading by 15,000 souls. And they have more kills than us. Alright, they have more kills than us. Hey, look, our team didn't go mid. And we can technically go mid. We have the damage that we can solo mid, by the way. But again, we are a backliner. Our job is to stay in the backlines and fight. It is not to be up front. We are not a tank. Back when the game let you had 16 items, we could also tank. And man, Mirage was broken back then, but not anymore. We can get our final buy, our Juggernaut. There we go. So that's it. We're 7k over, so this build basically ends at 59k, 60k, whatever you want to call it. We don't need to jungle anymore, by the way. We don't need to jungle at all. We can push lanes. I can teleport if they dive me. Look at my HP. It's at 3.4k, right? And it's going to be more if I start lifestealing more. I need, right now, my priority, besides keeping the lanes kind of pushed, is to join every team fight and to stay behind somebody. I need to always be in the back shooting and supporting. I am a debuffer. Or it looks like they're doing earn. Yeah, the enemy team's doing mid boss. And again, we can't steal mid boss. We're not that kind of character. I have before when I just didn't care. When I was just trying to end the match, but it's not worth it. If we die, it's over. Okay, just remember, if we die, our team loses. And hey, look, we it's a 6v6 again. We have Mo and Krilla's back with 14k souls. At least he's in the game, I guess. Also, that is a really stupid route to take for Earn, but okay. Oh, man. I have to stay very far back, and on rooftops, and at angles where I can't get jumped or flanked. So, yeah. It's a lot harder to play this build offensively than defensively. So, here we go. We got a little bit of action coming up. Let's just start. They're gonna dive. They're gonna freaking dive, and we have to always play in the back. Don't get flanked. There we go. We didn't stack up enough, so that was like a nothing burger. But again, Haze is still hit, a little bit wounded. Get up. No, I didn't want to do that. Again, we have to play every safe angle we can. And that, oh yeah. And again, they're gonna gun for me because they realize I'm the carry. Right? Okay, we got the lifesteal. He's dead. Well, he's gonna do that, his ult or whatever. He's coming back. There we go. We're gonna still stack up. There's the Haze ult. I'm getting Billy chained. We can actually crowd control her here a little bit. Okay, so she just unstoppable or cheat death. That's fine. I'm not sure what that is. I'm getting hit behind, so I'm dead here. Again, don't let them backline you. If you get backlined, it's over. So it's my most important point. Do not let them backline you. Just sit at the base. I should have sat at the base, but I was like getting greedy, and now the match is probably over. That's fine. It was a 4-on-5. We lasted as long as we could. I have 1 death, 12 assists, 71,000 souls farmed. That's the promise that I made you. Now, this match can be safely abandoned without penalty, or whatever. Who cares? I don't care about my win-loss ratio. But you can see here, if I was alive right now, I could really farm these dudes. I could clear this creep wave. I got 30 seconds. Yeah, my team ain't surviving the next 30 seconds. The Hidden King is almost dead here. No one has the mob clear. Yeah, it's over. So again, why did we die? Why did we lose there? Got flanked. We suddenly became a little too close, got a little greedy with our kills. It's fine though. I did not mean to leave this text up the entire freaking game. Holy crap. Drifter, yeah, that's the name. Most kills. So we got most ability kills, most souls. So here's the stats: 71,000. All right, versus their top one was 61k. We only had 8 kills versus 21. Again, we outfarmed the hell out of them. We got lots of player damage. I would have liked to have more, but there wasn't a lot of team fights that I took part in. I didn't do any objectives. This is just self-healing, whatever. But yeah, that's. I hate to show you a loss. I really do, but. That is, that's Mirage, that's the build. That shows you just how fast you can farm compared to everyone else. And, yeah, it's unfortunate we had a lever. You know, if this guy here, 0 and 8, if he was, playing, I think things would have been a little bit different. I would like to show you a real match and not one where this dude left at like 6k souls and he didn't come back for the longest time. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just how the game goes. I just want to show off the build, how it works, and why it works. I'd also like to show you some sick, not pentakill, but septuple kill. When you kill the entire team in one Djinn's mark, it's so funny, but it requires everyone to be stacked up. But I did want to show you also, like, if you're in a one-on-one with someone who has way less souls than us, you could chase them down and kill them. But if, like, 2 or 3 dudes jump you, you're dead. Like, I could have maybe teleported there at the end, but... Nah, they got me pretty quick. Anyway, that's the game. That's the build. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be making build guides for every single character. And so I did every character that existed in 2024. I did not publish those videos to subscribers, so they got like almost no views because there wasn't much interest. But I'm going to try it again. I really do like Deadlock. I think Deadlock is a great game. And you're going to love this Mirage build. Again, it's super good. Try it out. It's easy to play. You sit in the back line and you just pelt the enemies and they blow up and die. It doesn't get any easier or lazier than that, and you outfarm everybody, so you're always at an item advantage, even if your aim sucks. And again, I didn't have a warm-up match. This was my first match of the day, and I'm pretty damn tired, too. I also want to point out that I'm using monitors that are 15 years old, so the refresh rate is 60, so it's a lot harder to play a shooting game on an old-ass monitor. And myself, I am a pretty old guy. I'm not a young, teenager like I used to be. I used to be in esports when I was when I was a teenager, early adult. And you start losing reaction speed. You start losing the ability to shoot precisely, right? And that's just how it is. Also, I have a lot of MMORPG game time in the past, like 8 years, and not so much for shooters. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the build guide. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I read every single comment. I have no life, no friends, no family, no obligations to do anything except sit here and refresh my YouTube channel and make videos occasionally. That's it. That's all I do. That's literally all I do. So yeah, more build guides to come. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Here's a kiss on your forehead. Mwah. And click the video on the right side of your screen. If you don't, then the next time you go through a drive-thru, whoever's in front of you is going to order a whole bunch of food, and you're going to have to wait like an extra 5 minutes.